Okay. Good evening, children. Can you hear me? Please send me a message or raise your hand. Okay, very good. So, tell me, raise your hand those who join newly. අලුතෙන් සම්බන්ධ වුණු දරුවා තුසන් පොඩ. Okay, okay. So send me a message whether you 2025 batch or 2026 batch and where is your hometown or something. Send me a message by by mentioning those details. ලොදරු 2025 වල කට්ටියද 6 වල කට්ටියද ඒ කියන්නේ 5 තමයි අපි ලියන්නේ. නමුත් එයාලගේ relevant year එක mention කරන්න. Mitra, are you going to face the exam in this year? Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. Very good. Amina. Amina. Rilwan. Okay, very good. So, keep in mind that in this 6-month program, we have to discuss our total accounting syllabus within 6 months. Okay. So, therefore, we are planning to do 2 days per week from next week. So, I supposed to start the management accounting lessons in the Thursday, and the Tuesday I am going to discuss about the financial accounting lessons. Okay, so in our syllabus, now just tell me, do you have some newcomers? Tell me, do you have some knowledge about the accounting? Do you have basic knowledge about accounting? Mitra, no. Did you do the oral commerce? No. Okay. So, okay. Then our syllabus, then accounting syllabus. In the accounting syllabus, we can classify our lessons under 2 types: financial accounting and the management accounting. Okay. Normally, financial accounting lessons comes with the grade 12 and part of the 13. And the management accounting lessons normally in the grade 30. Okay. Therefore, in your paper, the 13 lessons have more than 60% weightage. More than 60% weightage has in the grade 13 lessons. Okay. Then rest of the lessons have 40% weightage. Therefore, within the 6 months, we should cover our total syllabus according to the weightage. I think it is the best way to cover and best way to take your or get your result. Throughout results ගන්න නම් අපි paper එක focus කරගෙන අපි class conduct කරන එක තමයි හොඳ කියලා මට හිතෙන්නේ. එතකොට එහෙම නැතුව syllabus එකේ order එකට මෙන්න මේ lessons එක ඉඳන් මුල ඉඳන් යන්න ඕනේ එහෙම නෙමෙයි. But according to your understandability we can discuss the lessons. ඒ වාක්ට තේරෙන විදිහට අපි මේව කරනවා. But I mainly focus about the 13 lessons in this course and also about the grade 12 lessons. Okay. The students, those who does not have sufficient knowledge, those who do not have sufficient knowledge or not having sufficient knowledge about the basic concept of accounting, so we can share the several recordings and then you can complete your basic lesson. Okay. එහෙම හොඳයි නේද? අපි basic lessons වලට ඒවා එච්චර ලොකු weightage එකක් නැති නිසා අපි discuss කරගෙන යමු questions according to the weightage of the paper. Then basic lessons we can cover through some recordings and all. If you can't understand the things in the recording, then I can conduct a can you hear me? Okay. ඔයාලට ඇහුණාද මම කියපු එක? Did you hear? I told you we can explain the things according to the weightage of the paper, but certain basic things we can discuss through the recording. But if you can't understand the certain lessons or certain theories related to the basic lessons, then we can conduct the separate session and clarify those. Okay? Is it okay? Among the other newcomers, tell me. Okay. Then as this is a group class, then you can send me a message and clarify anything related to the subject matter. Okay, so we can do best in this 6 months. Okay. Okay. Now at the introduction, I will explain about the basic meaning of the basic theories relating to the accounting and the types of accounting. What is the meaning of financial accounting and management accounting? And there are what are the characteristics of them? Those basic ideas we can explain within a year within an hour, then we can move to the management accounting lessons. Okay. Therefore, other students also should participate or should uh, participate until the lecture end. Okay. Okay. Yes, there is a signal problem, I think. If you don't hear anything, ask me. Okay. Okay. Then, according to the definition of accounting, according to the definition of accounting, here we are going to provide the informations to the stakeholders. Here, at the business, we are going to provide the information to the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? Stakeholders mean the parties who are interested into the business. Okay, the parties who are interested in business. Okay, so there are several parties who are interested into the business, like owners, managers, employees, and the competitors, and the government. Yes, investors, and the suppliers, community, customers. There are so many parties interested in the business. Okay. So here we are going to provide the information to the stakeholder. That is the process of accounting. It is called the process of accounting. Okay. Then what is the meaning of accounting? This is the process of providing information to the stakeholders to take their economic decisions. Okay. Why do they want informations to take decisions? Tell me. Why do they want economic information or informations to take their economic decisions? Tell me. Just tell me. Why do they need informations to take their economic decisions? Yes. Normally, when compared to the needs of the requirements of the people, resources are lower than the requirement. Needs. Okay. When compared to the needs, resources are low. Therefore, we should get the maximum benefit. We should get the maximum benefit from the resources. We should get the maximum benefit from the resources. Okay. Therefore, we should search or we should find information about the resources and take the effective and efficient decision. Okay, correct decisions without wasting the resources. And resources waste කරන්න නැතුව resources වලින් maximum benefit එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන විදිහට decisions making කරන්න තමයි decisions ගන්න තමයි අපි information search කරලා අපිට වරදින්නේ නැතිව නාස්ති වෙන්නේ නැතුව අපි හොඳම perfect decision එක ගන්න plan කරන්න. Okay? That is the need of accounting. That is the requirement of an accounting. Okay? ඒ accounting වල තියෙන need එක requirement එක තමයි ඒක. Okay? What is the requirement of accounting? Due to the lack of resources than the needs or requirements of the people, they should take the maximum benefit of the resources. Therefore, they want to analyze the opportunity. To analyze the opportunity, they need resource, information. Analyze කරන opportunity එකක් එයාලට information ඕනනේ. Therefore, we should provide relevant information to their requirements, then they can take their decisions well. Okay? Understood? Newcomers, especially newcomers. Others also can reply. Yes. Good. Okay. So, the process of accounting is to provide the information to the stakeholders to take their economic decision. The need of the accounting is the need of the requirement of the importance of the accounting is due to the lack of resources than the needs or requirements of the people, they need to take maximum benefit from the limited resources. Okay. Therefore, they should analyze the opportunities and take the decision. To analyze the opportunity, they need information. Therefore, business can provide information to various parties to take their decisions. Okay, that is how we can identify the necessity or need of accounting. Okay. Then write down the topic in your writing book as accounting. Shall we put certain small short note for those? Then we can move to the our next tute. Today tute I will give. From the next week, I will upload new tute to the website. Then you should active your account in the website and take the recordings and new tutes like these things. Okay? If you have any problems, send me a message. මේ ඔයාලා අර මම ක්‍රියේට් කරලා දෙන WhatsApp group එකක්. එතකොට අපි institution එකකින් එතකොට ඒ WhatsApp group එකට join වෙන්න. එතකොට accounting matters discuss කරන්න අපි separate WhatsApp group එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒවට join වෙන්න. එතකොට ඒවයි සමහර ලාවට accounting matters දානවා. එතකොට link එක website එකට දානවා. අපි tunes recordings දාන website එකේ. ඒතර ඔයාලට you can take the good service from us. Okay? Okay. Then write down the topic as accounting. Yes, this is 2025 A-level batch. Yes, Sama. You didn't attend last day's classes, I think. Okay. Send me a message if you have any problem. Okay, write down the topic as accounting. This is our 6-month batch. 6-month batch means earlier we started the 8-month batch. There we discussed already for just 3-4 lessons. So both of all should face the exams in this year. Therefore, by covering the basic things, this new batch students also can join to that. And that's why I told you, from this week, we should conduct 2 days classes for counting. Okay, then we can cover the syllabus quickly. Okay, write down the topic as accounting, and under that, write down the sentence. This is the process of. This is the process of. This is the process of providing informations. Providing informations. Process of providing informations to stakeholders. To stakeholders to take their economic decisions. To take their economic decisions. To take their economic decisions. Write down. According to the nature of information. According to the nature of information. According to the nature of information. This can be divided into two types. 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 Namita, Darshana, others, are you okay? This can be divided into two types. First one is financial accounting. Second one is management accounting. First one is financial accounting. Second one is management accounting. financial accounting. And the second type is management accounting. Okay. Write down the first one as a separate topic. Write down the first one as the separate topic. Write down the first one as the separate topic. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Okay. Listen, will you? As I told you, accounting is the process of providing information to stakeholders. Okay. According to their nature, we can classify that as a financial accounting. Okay. Under the financial accounting, you are going to provide the historical and financial information to stakeholders. That means past financial information. Your accounting period is normally considered as 1st of April to 31st March in next year. Then tell me, what is your accounting year? 1st of April to 31st of March in next year. But in the calendar, you can see 1st of January to 31st of December is your year, calendar year. But in the accounting, you should consider 1st of April to 31st of March in next year as the accounting year. That is called accounting year, period of accounting. Okay. So in here, normally you are calculating the results of the business. Normally you are calculating the results of the business at the end of the period. Normally that happen, no? ඔයා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් month end එකේ year end එකේදීනේ results calculate කරන්නේ. Results mean your profit and loss and other liabilities, assets, like these things. Then normally your results will be calculated at the end of the period. Okay. So when you calculate or when you prepare the statements at the end of the period, you should consider the informations which are occurred during the period. Okay. It is called past information. It is called past information. Informations which are occurred mean, which have occurred mean past information. And normally you should take the financial information because this is the financial accounting. In here, you should take the financial information only. Tell me some examples for financial informations. Tell me some examples for financial informations. Tell me some examples for financial informations. Hurry up. Tell me some examples for financial informations. Financial informations mean informations which can be measured through cash. Informations which can be measured through cash. What are the information? Yes, electricity paid, paid electricity, paid rent, paid insurance, sales income, worth of goods, that means purchases, and capital invested, amount of the bank loan, purchase value of the assets, non-current assets like motor vehicle, land, building, like these things. Okay. Then those are the financial informations. Financial informations mean informations which can be measured through cash. Understood? Adisha? Understood? Save me. Okay. Then financial informations mean informations which can be measured through cash. And others are non-financial informations. Non-financial informations mean non-financial informations mean informations which cannot be measured through cash, like talent of the people, effectiveness or productivity of the resources, and the location of the business. You can't say in cash, no. And the abilities, skills, you can't say those in cash. Okay, therefore, those should be considered as non-financial information. Worth of a people, you can't say the worth of a people. You can just say salary of there, but you can't measure the worth of people. Okay, so out of those, therefore, keep in mind that there are so many informations like financial and the non-financial informations. Just as we discussed, can't you hear me? We discussed those amount of the bank loan, paid insurance, paid electricity, sales income, purchase of goods, capital invested amount. Those can be measured through cash. Therefore, those are called financial information. Okay? Understood? හැමෝටම තේරුණාද? හැමෝම කනෙක්ට් වෙලා ඉන්නවද කියලා බලන්න මට පොඩ්ඩක් අත උස්සන්න බලන්න raise your hand. Those who are join with the class actively. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay. Now, therefore, keep in mind that in here we should take the past financial informations only. Past financial informations only. Okay. So based on this past financial informations, you can prepare the statement of financial positions and the statement of profit and loss, like these things. This process we can identify as financial accounting. Okay. So here we should use certain formats and certain rules and regulations and certain recommendations. Why? Because we should provide these informations to external party. External parties. So external parties do not have such a good accounting knowledge. Therefore, we should present these informations in understandable manner. Okay. Therefore, the characteristic of this financial accounting is should be considered past financial information and to provide informations to external party. Okay. And this is a legal requirement for the companies like these things. And normally sole proprietorship, partnership, associations, those organizations do not want to maintain the accounts properly. But under the companies, they should maintain their accounts properly. Okay, therefore, this financial accounting is a legal requirement. Okay, therefore, we can use certain specific format, rules and regulations, standards, concepts like these things. And we should not provide the informations frequently according to the necessity. We can't do so. We should prepare the statements for a certain period of time. Understood? අපි හැමතිස්සෙම මේ informations calculate කළ weekly, monthly එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. company එකක statements හදන්නේ annually. ඒතර annual statements හදලා තමයි දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නිසා this should be prepared for the certain period of time. If not, don't issue the statement frequently. Okay. This is the process of financial accounting. Understood? Shall we write? If you have any problem, send me a message quickly. प्रश्न නැහැ නේද? Okay. Write down. Did you write the first topic? අර මේ topic එක ලියාගත්ත නේද? First topic එක ලියන්න financial accounting කියලා. Another write down. Another write down. This is the process of providing. This is the process of providing this is the process of providing past financial informations, past financial informations, past financial informations, past financial informations to the external parties. Past financial informations to the external parties to the external parties through the financial statements. Through the financial statements. Through the financial statements. To the financial statements. Okay. Then keep in mind that this is the process of providing past financial informations who, whom to the external parties through the financial statements. Okay. Then write down the next topic as characteristics of financial accounting. Characteristics of financial accounting. Characteristics of financial accounting. Characteristics of financial accounting. Okay. Write down the characteristics. First one. First one. Focus on past period of time. Focus on past period of time. Second one. Consider the financial informations. Consider the financial information. Consider the financial informations. I forgot to tell, sorry, our previous student, you can use the next, another book, separate book from the previous book, because don't mix the notes. So this is mainly focus the management accounting lessons. No, then you can conduct the separate book for financial accounting. Your early previous book we can use for the financial accounting from your maybe grade 12 lessons. But from today notes, from today you can use the separate book to uh, conduct your management accounting lessons. Okay. The newcomers, you can use today book, today book, today writing book as the as for the management accounting lessons. Then for the previous lessons and the financial accounting, you can use separate book. Okay, understood? Okay. Then focus on past period of time and consider the financial informations. And third one, being a legal requirement, being a legal requirement, being a legal requirement, being a legal requirement, being a legal requirement. Fourth one, provide the informations to external parties. Provide the informations to external parties. Mitra, I will tell later. Mithara, I'll tell later. Provide the informations to external parties. Provide the informations to external parties. And provide the informations annually. Provide the information, so provide the statements annually. Provide the statements annually. Provide the statements annually. Another one, users accounting concepts, standards, and a specific format. Users accounting concepts, standards, accounting concepts, standards, standards, and specific format. Specific formats. Specific formats. Okay. So those are the characteristics under the financial accounting. and we discussed about the definitions of the financial accounting. Is there any problem? Okay. They write out the next topic as management accounting. Management accounting. Now tell me what is the meaning of management accounting? Shall I explain? If not, it is wasting time, no? When you are typing more. Okay. As I told you, accounting is the process of providing information, no? Accounting is the process of providing information. Okay. Here they are going to provide the here they are going to provide the here they are going to provide the financial and non-financial financial and non-financial information to managers. For what? For what? Because managers are the party or persons who are taking decisions and prepare the plans. Okay. This is the process of management accounting. To make plans and decision to take the decisions, we should provide financial and non-financial informations to the managers. Okay, this is the process of management accounting. Because this is not a legal requirement, because no need to tell some there are authorities or something to provide the information to managers. Managers that information then the authority ka ki mukha kar usavin kyan not nahi. Managers frequently they are searching the information, seeking the information. याला हिम्मत इससे मुतोर थ्रू होइला decisions making कर decisions make कर एक निसा keep in mind that to take the decisions, to make the plans, we should provide financial and non-financial information to managers. That process is known as management accounting. This process is known as management accounting. Understood? Is there any problem? Okay. Then write down the topic as management accounting. Under that, write a sentence. This is the process of This is the process of providing informations providing informations to the managers. Managers mean to the internal parties. Okay, keep in mind that we are going to provide the informations to the internal parties. Managers to prepare plans, 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 and to take decisions. Okay, full stop. Okay, then keep in mind this is the process of providing informations to managers to take decisions and prepare plans. Okay. They write down the characteristics of management accounting because do not want to clarify this again and again. This is not the formal accounting. Formal accounting is financial accounting. ඒක තමයි අපි formal accounting හැටියට define කරලා කරගෙන යන්නේ. මොකද මේ management accounting part එක අපි calculations වලට භාවිතා කරනවා ඇරෙන්න අර statements හදන informations define කරන ඒවට use කරන්නේ management accounting. මේ management accounting අපි discuss කරන්නේ to take the economic decisions within the business. Okay. ඒක තමයි practically අපිට ඕන වෙන්නේ. නමුත් අපි in your stage they are more focusing about the financial accounting concepts and all, but at the exam they will test the these calculations mainly. Okay, characteristics of fine management accounting. Characteristics of management accounting. Characteristics of management accounting. What are the characteristics of financial accounting? Characteristics of financial accounting. Another Buddha? Learn the characteristics of management accounting. Sorry. Characteristics of management accounting. Under that write down. That write down. First one. Focus on future period of time. Because you are planning future now. You should take the decisions for future, not for the past. It is useless to take the decision for past, no? We don't take the decisions for past. We take the experience from the past. අපි ගන්නවා experience එක. Okay, experience එක ගන්නවා past incidents only, but we should plan the future based on those past informations and the present informations. We should plan the future. That is how we are doing. Therefore, focus on future period of time. Focus on future period of time. Then second one, consider both financial and non-financial informations. Consider both financial and non-financial informations. Consider both financial and non-financial informations. Then third one, provide the informations to internal parties. Provide the informations to internal party. Internal parties mean like owners, managers, directors, like this. Provide the informations to internal parties. Fourth one, this is not a legal requirement. 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 Then last one, informations are provided. Informations are provided. Informations are provided according to require. According to the requirements. Informations are provided according to the requirements. Okay. Those are the characteristics of financial accounting and the management accounting. Okay, then keep in mind that those. Okay. Then can you understand about the management accounting? Can you understand about the management accounting? This is the process of providing information to the internal parties, and this is not a legal requirement. This is the somewhat taking the things they are going to take the decisions. Okay, so to take the decisions to them, we should provide the information. That is the process. Okay, so under the management accounting, normally we should discuss about the introduction to management accounting. Introduction, that means basic concepts of management accounting and material cost. Material cost and the labor cost. Labor cost and the overhead cost. Overhead cost and marginal costing. Marginal costing and the investment on capital invest decisions. Capital investment. Normally, these are the lessons we have to discuss under the management accounting, and there is another lesson called accounting ratios. Accounting ratio lesson is also comes under the management accounting, but we can discuss that after the company accounts, because we should analyze the company's statements from the ratios. Okay. Therefore, these lessons are having separate theories, not the double entries and ledger accounts and prime entry books and the format of financial accounting. Okay. Therefore, we can discuss these lessons from the beginning. Therefore, newcomers and the previous students also, both students can, okay, all the students can understand these lessons properly from the beginning. Okay, therefore, that is why I should start this from the beginning. Okay. Then write down the topic as basic concepts of management accounting. Basic concepts of management accounting. Okay, write down the topic as basic concepts of management accounting. Wait a minute. Okay, basic concepts of management accounting. According to your paper, we need certain concepts, special concepts. Then can you take the screenshot of these? Therefore, no need to write the topics now. Then keep in mind these. These are the main lessons under the syllabus related to the management accounting. Therefore, take the screenshot of this. Okay. Make a screenshot tag. Okay. Another. Okay. Okay. Under the management accounting, we should discuss the special concept related to the management accounting. First one is cost. Cost. Then cost unit. Third one, cost center. Third one, cost center. These are the basic special things you should know. Without knowing this, you can't calculate the things and you can't assume the informations like therefore we should define these things. Under your topic, write down this, write down a sentence. I tell you. Under the management accounting, write down. Under the management accounting, under the management accounting, there are several special concepts. There are several special concepts should be discussed. Should be discussed. First one, cost. Cost. Second one, cost unit. Cost unit. Third one, cost center. Cost center. Okay. Then write down the first one as a separate topic. Write down the first one as a separate topic. Write down the first one as a separate topic. Okay. Cost. Now tell me, if you can type the small definition for cost. One balance type करना small definition ने का cost की ने करे according to your knowledge. What is the meaning of cost? Because we have discussed this under the financial accounting and under the economics. You have discussed this. Tell me, what is the meaning of cost? The amount is spent to produce the end product. Okay, very good. Okay. In here, we are considering about the assets. Okay, not the liabilities. Liability cost is also same. Liability mean loans. Assets mean our resources. Machine, motor vehicle, land, those are resources, no inventories. Okay. So here, under the management accounting, we are going to calculate the manufacturing cost or purchase cost or cost of constructions. Construction. Okay. Those are the costs we are going to measure under the management accounting. When you are constructing a building, then we should assess. We should assess. We should estimate the cost of those. Cost of there. Then you need metal, sand, cement, like this thing. Therefore, we should estimate the cost of those. It is called cost of a building. Cost of the building. Then when you are going to purchase a motor vehicle, then you need to pay their prices, and you need to register that, and you need to pay certain carriage inwards. Okay, then we can estimate the purchasing cost of that asset. Okay, therefore keep in mind that in here we can define the cost as the value of economic resources sacrificed. Sacrificed means dedicated, used in order to purchase goods or provide services. Okay. Understood? Cost එක කියන්නේ එතකොට අපි manufacturing කරනවා නම් ඒකට යන අපි sacrifice කරපු resources වල value එක. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔය purchase කරනවා නම් asset එකක purchase කරන්න යන value එක. manufacturing කරනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ building එකක් වගේ construct කරනවා නම් ඒකට දරන value ටික එහෙනම් total of those we can identify as the cost. Okay, therefore write down the sentence under that, definition under that. Under the cost, write down the value of economic resources the value of economic resources the value of economic resources sacrificed in order to purchase in order to purchase in order to purchase or to provide services. In order to purchase or to provide services. To provide services. Is known as cost. Is known as cost. Is known as cost. තේරුණාද පුතේ? cost එක කියන්නේ එතකොට අපි resources එකක් acquire කරන්න, purchase කරන්න, service එක provide කරද්දී sacrifice resources. Value of economic resources sacrificed in order to purchase or to provide services is known as cost. Understood? Okay. Now the next topic, cost unit. Cost unit. Okay. This is the most important thing. Cost unit. Because if you can't identify the cost unit, you can't calculate the cost. Cost unit means In any business, you should calculate the cost relating to a certain unit. Otherwise, you can't present that price to the customers. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා කැල්කියුලේට් කරන්න ඕනේ පුතේ මේ cost එක මොකක් කර දෙයකට අදාළව. Please tell me, should I explain in Sinhala or please send me a message. Does anybody can't understand the Sinhala or something? Therefore, it is useless to explain in Sinhala. Should I explain certain things in Sinhala again? If you want to explain that in Sinhala also, you can send me a message, then I will explain again that, okay, in Sinhala. මොනවාරි අප්සෙට් එකක් තිබ්බොත් එහෙම කියන්න මම explain කරනවා. Okay. Then cost unit mean when you are calculating the cost of a certain company, you should calculate that cost relating to a certain unit. As example, in a garment, you can calculate the cost relating to a unit, one unit. Okay, related to a one garment, one clothing. Okay, if you are manufacturing shirts, then you should calculate the cost for a one shirt. Then you can present your price based on the shirt price of shirt. You know, the shirt price එක තමයි මේ අනුව තමයි issue කරන්නේ. price එක present කරන්නේ customers ලට. garment එකේ total cost එක divide කරලා we should identify per unit cost. Per unit cost mean per shirt's cost. Then in a canteen, you can see they can sell meals separately. Breakfast is this price, lunch is this price, at the dinner, kottu rice is this price. Like this. They should present their price levels or their price based on the certain unit. Breakfast, lunch packet, or kottu, rice, like these things. Understood? In a bakery, they have to calculate their cost based on the one bread. Okay? Based on the one bread. Then in a cement factory, they can calculate they can calculate cost based on the packet of cement. Understood? Therefore, in a school also, they should calculate the cost based on the student. They should know about the cost for providing their services for a student. Student කෙනෙක්ට cost එක කොච්චරක් යනවද කියලා they should calculate in this school. Therefore, those units we can identify as the cost unit. Therefore, in every business, they should decide their cost unit. Based on that cost unit, they can collect the cost informations and divide those and calculate the per unit cost. Understood? Understood? Okay. Anita, raise your hand. Those who get the idea, raise your hand. Navinda, are you there? And Devni? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, then write down the topic, cost unit, and write down the sentence under that. Write down the sentence under that. A quantitative measurement, a quantitative measurement a quantitative measurement used to calculate used to calculate used to calculate cost of a product or services. Cost of a product or service. Cost of a product or service. Cost of a product or service is known as cost unit. Example, write down the example. Example, in a bakery, in a bakery, one bread. In a garment, second one, in a garment, in a garment. One clothing. Okay. Then this is how we can identify the cost unit in a company, in the firm. Okay. The cost center is, if you want to calculate the cost, to take the per unit cost, you can gather, you can collect these costs under the departments, under the steps of production process. As the example, in the garment, you need to calculate the cost for the garment, no? For the garment means for one garment, one clothing. You should calculate the cost to calculate cost per one clothing. Then when you are calculating the cost, you should collect the information under three departments, like cutting department, sewing department, and packaging department. Like this, you can see there are three types of department, three departments. Then materials goes under these three departments. Then you can take the finished goods. Then you should know about the cost of this department, and this department. Based on that, you can calculate the cost per unit. Therefore, this department are known as cost center. Cost centers. Cost centers. We are gathering informations under the department. Therefore, departments, occasions, steps, we can identify as the cost center. After gathering the informations under these steps or departments, you can calculate per unit cost. Okay. Then after identifying the unit, you can calculate the per unit cost. Understood? තේරුණාද cost centers කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා? මේ cost centers වලට අදාළ මේ departments වලට අදාළ මේ manufacturing process එකේ තියෙන steps වලට අනුව cost calculate කරන් පස්සේ තමයි අපිට පුළුවන් per unit cost එක ගන්න. Therefore, you should know about your unit. It is called cost unit. After identifying the cost unit, you should calculate the per unit cost. To calculate the per unit cost, you should gather your information relating to the department. certain department, certain steps under the manufacturing process. These steps and the departments are known as cost center. එතකොට manufacturing process එකේ මේ steps වලට අනුව ඉස්සෙල්ලම cost එක gather කරලා cost එක collect කරලා ඊට පස්සේ තමයි පුතේ cost unit එකකට අදාළව calculate කරන්නේ. එතකොට මේ departments අපි හඳුන ගන්නවා cost center එකක් හැටියට. cutting department එකේ identify කරගත්තාම total cost එක ඊට පස්සේ අපි යනවා cutting department එකේ එකෙන් per unit cost එක කීයද කියලා. unit එකකට කීයක් ගියාද කියලා යනවා. සොයිල් ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකේ ටෝටල් කොස්ට් එක ගැදර් කළාම කලෙක්ට් කළාම ඊට පස්සේ අපි යනවා සොයිල් ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකෙන් කොච්චරද per unit එකකට කියලා unit එකකට කියලා. Therefore these centers you should identify as the cost center. Clear? Write down the topic as cost center. Cost center. හැමෝටම තේරුණාද? හරි නේද? Cost center. Okay, good. Cost centers. This is a place. This is a place, comma, activity, this is a place, activity, equipment, or a person, or a person, or a person, in relation to a cost unit. Cost unit. To identify and management of cost. To identify and management of cost is known as cost centers. Is known as cost centers. Is known as cost centers. Example, write down example. Example. In a garment, in a garment, in a garment, in a garment, you can write cutting department, sewing department, and packaging department, or packing, cutting department, sewing department, packing department. To manufacturing company, you can see ladies shoes, gents shoes. You can see like this department, shoe manufacturing company. You can see ladies shoes, gents shoes, like this. That's how we can classify the department. According to the departments, you can gather the information. Then finally, you can calculate the per unit cost. After calculating the total cost for ladies shoes, then you can calculate the per couple of shoes cost of couple of shoes. Understood? Those are the three main concepts under the management accounting. Then in next day, in the Thursday, we can classify the cost, like therefore we can identify the material, labor, and overhead cost in separate tubes. Okay, I will upload the material cost tube into the website, so you can know about that. Take that after active your account in the website, and you can see see this recording again, because I will upload that within 2 days. Okay, so make sure to join new students also in the Tuesday class at 8:30 p.m. So there we are going to start the new lesson called control account. If you can't identify the double entries, then you can know double entries and the prime entry books under the control account, because I will explain control account and the double entries again. So prime entry books and the double entries again under the control account. Then and other difficulties we can discuss and solve. Okay. So if you have any problem, send me a message to this my WhatsApp number. If you have any problem, send me a WhatsApp message only, don't call. send me a WhatsApp message to this number 2359 346. Okay, then thank you all and good night. And we'll meet on Tuesday at 8:30. Okay. Good night. Welcome.